Man, the Warriors are off to a great start so far. If they can keep this up for the entire season, they got the potential to become championship contenders again.
Yeah. What's more surprising to me is that they're managing to pull this off without Klay Thompson. But then again, the same thing happened the year they won their 4th championship before he came back from his injury.
That was also the same year Curry put everyone to sleep and finally won his first Finals MVP, which shut everyone up. Even Uncle Cash Nasty had to show his respect to him, even though he was clearly mad as shit at the end of the video.
Oh yeah, I remember when I first saw that video. By the way, it was unfortunate that Draymond Green had to ruin everything by punching his own teammate Jordan Poole the following season during practice.
I remember when that happened. Draymond was also the reason why KD ended up leaving the year they lost to the Raptors in the finals, since he called him a bitch during an argument they had on the bench in a regular season game against the Clippers after he refused to pass KD the ball, which could have won them the game and prevented them from going to overtime.
Hey everyone, I'm back from my trip.
Oh hey Olivia, I hope it went amazing. Also, there's someone that's been wanting to meet you, who you'll be happy to see.
Huh? Is that who I think it is?
Hey there, Olivia. It's wonderful to finally meet you in person. Your therapy sessions really helped me a lot through tough times.
Oh well, thank you so much, Rosella. I'm glad that I was able to provide an impact towards your life.
Yeah. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have recognized Amari based on what you told me about him.
I'm curious to know how exactly the two of you met.
Oh, about that. I'ma let Rosella do most of the explaining while I do my part as well.
Well, so here's what happened. As I was going for a walk to clear my head after what I went through the day before, which was my birthday, I happened to run into Amari, who was torturing Dawei after what he allowed for Huohuo to do to his people, and most importantly, his god Oloran. They did him so wrong in the Archon quest to the point where his charged lightning orb could have potentially killed Dawei, if I didn't step in to protect him after the racial slurs he kept offending Amari with.
Hold on! Amari did what? Listen, I completely understand why you would be upset with how much they've been mistreating your culture, so I don't fully blame you. But have you lost your mind? You're really lucky that no one was around to call the police, knowing how this country is towards African Americans. I thought I officially settled everything once and for all when I brought peace toward Oloran and Goku, along with the therapy session we had on Linyan's Discord server a month ago. But it turns out either one of you guys or both, which would have been even worse, would have done the same exact thing either way. Was this the divine punishment Oloran was talking about? All it's doing is making your people look worse, since the two of you have been attacking an innocent businessman who is only trying to feed his family and pay his bills at the end of the day.
Hold up. Before you say anything else, at least hear me out. I only intended to scare Dawei at first, but then I lost control of my anger after this 38-year-old Asian virgin-ass nigga kept saying so much racist shit towards me. Also, Goku, who was understanding of the situation, came in to help Rosella resolve everything as he came to safely escort Dawei. By the way, you don't gotta worry about either me or Oloran torturing him ever again, since first off, this weak-ass nigga ain't worth our time and energy at this point, and we don't wish to become enemies with Goku again.
Other than the two of us running into each other, he also introduced me to your cousin Brandon at a smoothie place nearby the Huohuo headquarters, who surprisingly came with my amazing friend Shui Ming.
Speaking of which, where is Brandon?
Him and Shui went to grab some things from the store. They'll be back soon. I'm just glad that we were able to explain the situation a lot easier before he could, knowing how his reaction would be like.
Also, we ended up running into a mysterious girl named Rebecca at Shui's gym as Amari and I were about to start sparring. Shui posted the live stream on her Instagram so you can watch it anytime. After our match, we were greeted by Miyuji, who is Huohuoverse's main mascot, to apologize on behalf of Dawei and the dev team's actions. We invited her to have lunch with us since she's been really nice to us so far, but she ended up getting a text from Dawei that the Star Rail devs needed her help with some ideas for their new planet. We also asked Rebecca, but she said she had to meet with her friends later.
The name Miyuji sounds familiar. Wasn't she the one from the video where she gave Genshin the generous quality of life changes for the 5.0 anniversary?
Yeah, that's her. Also for Dawei's safety, we thankfully won't be seeing him anytime soon in Linyan's Discord server.
She and Goku figured it would be for the best since they don't want to risk him messing with the wrong person again, in case of situations where Goku can't be there to save him.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I'll be looking forward to meeting her one day. And Amari? Please don't do something this reckless ever again. I know you've heard this a lot in the past, but revenge is never the answer since it majority of the time leads to something far worse, especially for your culture's reputation.
You don't need to worry, Olivia. I can assure you that this won't happen again.
Hey guys, we're back.
We also happened to run into a new friend of ours that we met a few days ago.
Hello there, Rosella and Amari. It looks like we meet once again. Also, I'm here to have lunch with you guys as promised. You must be Amari's girlfriend, Olivia. My name is Rebecca. It's nice to finally meet you.
The pleasure's all mine, Rebecca. I'm guessing the blue-haired girl in the ninja outfit must be Shui Ming. Rosella mentioned you a few times during our online therapy sessions.
Yep. Also, it's wonderful for me as well to finally meet you in person. Rosella and Amari also told me about you. Thank you so much for helping Rosella go through her depression.
It's no problem, really. I'm just glad that I was able to fulfill my duty as a therapist and help someone in need. Also, I can tell Rosella is really lucky to have a good friend like you.
Yeah, Shui and I have known each other for pretty much a week now, and she's really easy to get along with.
She's also one of the first few people that welcomed me when I first moved here 2 years ago. And surprisingly, she also came from the States, which is something we both have in common. Her dad owns a successful gym nearby, which also happens to be where her mom teaches Kung Fu. You should definitely stop by with us tomorrow. Yeah, I'm also willing to give you a free VIP pass to come in anytime as I did for 2 of your companions whenever you guys are in the area, Olivia. You can think of it as a thank you gift from me for helping Rosella.
Oh, thank you so much, Shui. I know a lot of people back in Oakland who could really use an amazing friend like you.
If I recall correctly, I remember you telling me that Amari knows how to cook, Brandon. I'm really looking forward to trying his dish out.
Yeah, now that Olivia's back to help, it makes everything a lot easier for the both of them.
Oh shit, that reminds me. We should definitely start cooking now. Y'all 4 can either watch TV or hop on the game till the both of us are done.
Huh? I wonder who that could be. Hold on, Amari and I will get that before we start cooking.
There's no rush. You guys can take as much time as you need.
Excuse me. Do the 2 of you happen to be Amari and Olivia?
Huh? I don't recall ever seeing you around before. Also, how did you even find this place?
I stopped by the Huohuoverse headquarters earlier, and Miyuji, who claims to be a friend of Amari's, referred me to this location. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lan Min, but y'all can just call me Lan. I came here on behalf of Yujin, the guardian of the Red Forest, to send the 2 of you an invitation to have dinner with her as gratitude for saving the temple last month. Also, y'all are free to invite up to 2 more people that want to join.
For sure, Lan. Thanks for the invitation. Seeing a black fox out here in China is interesting. Have there ever been a black kitsune in any anime by any chance?
Not that I can think of at the moment. But should we be mentioning this in front of her?
I get that a lot anyway, so y'all are good. I'm actually half Chinese and African, Nigerian to be exact. Speaking of which, I've heard a lot of stories about Olarun growing up. It's a shame seeing what Huohuo did to our culture. So I don't blame the 2 of you for what you did, Amari, but I also don't think it was a smart choice either. Miyuji also tells me that the situation between y'all has officially been resolved since a certain someone who I already know y'all are gonna invite stepped in to save the day. By the way, I'm also an avatar myself, although this might be unexpected, but I was chosen by Tingyun, the goddess of snow, despite my skin color. I'll introduce her to y'all one day.
Wait, for real? Well, there ain't an African god of snow from what I know so far, knowing how the climate is out there. But it somewhat makes sense since you also half Chinese, as you mentioned earlier.
You know, you're actually right, Amari. Also, from what Yujin tells me, Ravan's avatar who invaded the temple to bait y'all into a trap by holding your friend hostage is also black. But he was still accepted by Ravan due to his Indian side.
Yeah, it's a shame that I wasn't able to finally finish him off that day. I still to this day can't believe that I used to call him a best friend for as long as we knew each other since childhood, after what he pulled, which led me to the position I'm in today.
As much as I would like to hear more about your story, I really need to get going. I also noticed that Olivia went in earlier since I have a feeling that you 2 are prepping lunch for your guests since I heard a bit of your conversation right before I knocked. I'll be back in around 5 hours from now to take y'all over to the Red Forest.
For sure, Lion. It's nice meeting a Nigerian from this country. You heard of Rui Hachimura by any chance?
Oh, of course. I have some friends who are Lakers fans. I'm glad to see another Asian similar to me in the NBA. Anyways, I won't hold you for much longer. So the last thing I'ma say is that y'all gotta invite me over for lunch or dinner one day.
Oh, that's a bet. You're really gonna love the food Olivia and I cook the next time you come to visit. But just to let you know, the food is vegan, by the way. Olivia got me into it when we first started dating a couple years back.
Oh, that's no problem. I also have a plant-based diet since I don't like consuming anything that has to do with animals anyways. So that makes it sound 100 times better for me. Well then, I'll see y'all in 5 hours as I just mentioned.
5 hours later.
Lan should be arriving soon. It's unfortunate that Shui can't join us since she needs to volunteer as a kung fu teacher for her mom since she's currently sick.
Yeah. Hopefully she can join us next time, though. Also, Rebecca couldn't stay for that long since she claimed to have other plans right after we finished having lunch. By the way, the food the two of you cooked was amazing, Amari and Olivia.
Thanks, Rosella. We really appreciate it. It looks like there's something on your mind, Olivia.
Yeah. I can't help but feel like there's something suspicious that Rebecca is hiding from us.
I know what you mean, Olivia. I started to sense that something could be off when she had to leave to meet with her friends later since her Uber was outside all of a sudden.
I also noticed that she was suspiciously quiet most of the time, till Shui, as someone who loves to conversate with other people, decided to include her a lot more.
Also, right when we first greeted each other, I started to notice an unusual aura within her.
I don't know about y'all, but what stands out to me the most is how she suspiciously popped out of nowhere after hearing that Rosella and I were about to start sparring.
Oh, you're right, Amari. Another thing I noticed is that Shui didn't offer her a VIP pass that day. Maybe Shui has actually been on the same page as us since the beginning.
Listen, I'm not saying that she could actually be a bad person, but we should still keep an eye on her just in case if the worst outcome ends up coming true. We should come back to this topic later since our ride is most likely here.
Hey there, everyone. I hope y'all had an amazing lunch.
Oh, we most certainly did. I knew how good Amari's cooking skills are, but paired with Olivia's is a match made in heaven. By the way, you must be Lan Min. My name is Rosella. It's nice to meet a Chinese Yoruba avatar such as yourself.
Huh? So it looks like Amari told you a bit about me. Well, either way, it's nice to meet you as well, Rosella. Miyuji told me about how you saved Da Wei from being tortured a few days ago. Anyways, y'all ready to get going?
Yeah, this will come as a surprise, but I picked up on a trick from Goku that can get us to the temple a lot quicker since I can tell it's a really long trip from here. So hold on to me and I'll explain your questions once we get there.
The Red Forest Temple. Wasn't expecting to be back here this soon. Also, I remember Olaroon was joking about Goku teaching instant transmission to us, but I wasn't expecting you to actually pick up on it.
Yeah, surprisingly it was pretty easy for me since I thought of it as if I was meditating.
You know, I think Rosella can also pick up on it since she was teleporting a bit when we sparred.
Well, actually I was blinking, which is like a quick dash in a way, but I'll try to learn it from Olivia one day.
Also, it's nice to be back here without any problems this time around.
Yeah, I also didn't get kidnapped either. By the way, that evil Indian avatar and his god knocked me out as I was walking home through a dark alley. They brought me inside the temple as bait to lure everyone into a bigger trap while Calvin strategically distracted Amari with their fight. Let's continue this story once we get inside.
Huh? This looks like your ordinary small training room.
Yeah. I don't mean to sound rude, but this doesn't look entertaining so far.
Also, it seemed empty. Did we arrive in Habesha time, which is really their way of saying way too early or some shit?
Have either of you ever heard the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover"? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yujin, the guardian of the Red Forest Temple. Also, I'd like to thank the two of you for accepting my invitation as thanks for protecting the Red Forest a month ago, Amari and Olivia.
It's no problem, really, although I'm still upset that I wasn't able to finish the job once and for all.
You needn't worry, Amari. I have faith that one day you'll eventually get your chance. And to answer your concerns from earlier, there's actually more to this place that meets the eye.